Piet was an outstanding experience. She listened carefully to the criteria that I wanted to find in my new home, and she quickly found me the perfect home. I would absolutely recommend Joanna Piet to my friends, family, anyone I know.
Working with us is seamless. You never feel like you're being passed around. There's always someone that can take your call. Office phones are transferred to our cell phones at nights and on the weekends. To do business with myself or someone on my team, you can reach us via email or by telephone. The phone number is 702-365-1000 or joanna@newhomeresource.com.
I am excited to be bringing you the Guy Dawson Show at WCOBM.com, the World Center of Broadcast Media, here in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, at the Gene Woods Racing Experience. And to my right is J.C. Cox. He is the owner of the Naturally Organic Healing Center, which is a wellness center here in Las Vegas that is helping a lot of people. And JC, we had touched on before, I had written an article about your business, and I've been around it quite a bit. There was something that you talked to me about that really stood out, and it was that so many people don't really recognize how important good nutrition is.
I would say that it's catching steam because the whole GMO thing right now, everyone's starting to recognize that the pharmaceutical industry, the doctors only want to put people on drugs. They won't even mention diet. And the whole thing with the GMO, the genetically modified foods that we've all been taking unbeknownst to us for the last 50 or more years. So now the new wave is people like, I mean, when you go and you buy a product and you look at the ingredients to see what's in it, if it's got whatever, something that you want, a spice or whatever it may be. So why wouldn't anyone in their right mind want to know if that product is genetically modified or not? If you want to know if it's organic or not, or natural or not, if you want to know what flavor something is on a package, if it tells you it's cheddar cheese flavor or barbecue flavor, you want to know the information. So why would not anyone in their right mind want to know if there's genetically modified foods in there? So, you know, I think that's gaining steam. And, you know, Nick Brannigan, he's a big advocate of that in Las Vegas. And so, I mean, somewhere the point we've been duped to not associate our health with our diet, that your preset destiny is part of your health, and doesn't matter what you eat, your health is going to be your health. And, you know, all the old doctors of the past, in fact, the old Chinese doctors, you paid them when you were healthy. If all of a sudden you became ill, you stopped payment until they got you back to being healthy again. So just imagine all these doctors, you know, living in the big fancy homes and driving all the nice cars. If they lived by that rule, then all of a sudden they would have a different approach to your health. They wouldn't want to put you on. And, you know, unfortunately, our healthcare is very corrupt. The pharmaceutical, they're the ones that fund the doctors. They fund the schools. People don't realize, but those doctors have to give out a certain amount of prescriptions per month on a basis. If they don't, then those pharmaceutical agents come in there and say, hey, you know, you're not recommending any more cholesterol drugs and things like that. So yeah, I think, you know, people are waking up that yes, our food is our biggest segment. I recently been studying the old approach to health in general, and the ancients seen it as like our food is our foundation. No matter what you do, if you don't eat right, you're probably not going to be healthy. The next level would be to use like herbs and things like that to make up for some of the loss of your nutrition. If you can't always eat good, well, then you add some extra herbs and stuff that'll give you a boost, and some of the superfoods and things like that. And when those things stop working, then you go and you need to practice like yoga and Tai Chi and Qigong and things like that, and that helps your body. And then finally, when those things stop working, then that's when you go to someone else. Like you go see a massage therapist, or you go see someone like me that does like a treatment on you. And then finally, and when all those things don't work, then you go and see like a Western doctor. And, you know, if you have to take some medications or something to get yourself back in balance, should be looked at as like a temporary solution. And once you find some certain amount of balance, and you go back to maybe getting those massages, and you go back to working on your yoga or your own practice, whatever it may be. Walking the dog could be a good thing. But it all begins with your diet. It all begins with your diet.
JC Cox rocks. That's what somebody out there says. Hey, I agree with that. JC Cox does rock.
Is that Roxy, though? Is that Roxy?
Is that Roxy that said that?
Foxy
Maybe.
Roxy?
Yeah, maybe Michelle's out there.
Yeah,
huh?
where's she at? I thought she was going to challenge me to the racing the cars.
Oh, really? Oh, you and Roxy have something going, huh?
I know she's going to beat me, but yeah, I'm just messing with her.
Yeah, Roxy hangs out here a lot. I don't know if I would challenge her to a race.
And yeah, special thanks to Gene, because he gave me a nice tour of the facility out here. Everything that's going on out here is fun. I mean, what you're doing is fun, and just come out here and race cars, or just come check out the memorabilia. And if you're into any type of racing, and he's telling me his grandkids are like top racers in BMX, so racing must be in their blood,
Oh yeah, well Gene's doing a lot of things for people, really, and I think a lot of people don't know there are other things that he does. We had a race I was telling you about a couple of months ago, and it was a bunch of radio people that got together, and we were out on the track. It was a lot of fun, but the real purpose behind the event was for a nonprofit organization that supports educating teenagers so that they don't try to commit suicide.
Wow.
So a lot of these things that Gene does, he does a lot of things like this for the community that people don't know about because he doesn't really talk about it. So that's it's really important that people understand that this whole WCOBM is built on things that are based in developing our community, similar to what you're doing over with your store.
Yeah, like cycling the money back through the community. I mean, that's one of the things that I'm really big on too. Is it's great when we have tragedies around the world and people donate $5 or $10 to like let's say when the Japanese tidal wave, and we donate money, and that's great. I'm not gonna say that's bad. But you would be well off or better served if you took that same money and put it into your own community. And now voting is really big. And someone asked me if I voted today. And actually, I didn't vote today. And I'm not proud that I didn't vote, but I've always voted. But my new thing is you vote every day with where you spend your money. And it's great to go and vote for who you want to be as president. But then what do you do in those 4 years between that? Then do you go to Walmart? Do you shop at corporations? Do you, are you supporting companies that they don't care about you, that they take the money and they do other things with it? Or if you go down to your local store, like my place, and you buy some local honey, then you keeping the money in your community. That's the best way to really make change in our world, is to keep your money. I mean, because what is the term of a ghetto? A ghetto becomes a ghetto because people don't put their money back into their own neighborhood. They put it out. So, don't let your own neighborhood become a ghetto. Instead, take your money and support the local people that are around you.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't even realize it. We're so conditioned to think that we just go wherever and then whether it's a corporation or not that we do business with, but I agree with you. Local economy really benefits from us pooling our resources to support businesses in our own community. Yeah. I mean, there's a tremendous amount of value, and if it's not for our community support, a business like yours, a business like mine, a radio show, television show, things I do are absolutely being supported by the members of the community out here in Las Vegas. And I know there are people all over the place who are also watching, but yes, we have got to support our own in our own communities.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, JC, I know that there's a lot of great information that you have to share, classes, great food that people can buy when they can come and visit your wellness center. Will you share with the viewers how they can get in contact with you, or where they come to visit the Naturally Organic Healing Center?
Yeah, give us a call if you have any questions, 702-433-3874, or visit our website, naturallyorganiccenter.com. And, I'm pretty much there all the time, so I do free consultations if people want to come by. They have little health questions. If I can't help you, maybe I'll recommend. If I don't carry something, I'll tell you, I'll call up another store right there on the spot for you. because my whole thing is just to help people. You know, if I can make a good living, then you know it's great, because it's a win-win situation. But at the end of the day, if I can't help you, then I'm going to try to find someone that can help you. So you know, you come by, and we do a lot of other things. So you know, I support other small people, local business starting out. Like a girl yesterday came in, she's starting to make her own lotions and stuff like that. She didn't have any invoices or anything that type of stuff put together. And I said, okay, so I took 30 minutes with her. So let's hear it. This is how you make an invoice. This is what you need to do on your labels. You know, here's some pointers, things like that. So, like, this is what I love.
Oh, JC, we're at the end of the Guy Dawson Show this week, but thank you so much, JC Cox, for stopping by. See you all next Tuesday.
I'm Jerry at
2
Mochico
o'clock.
Chicken Restaurant.
Hi, welcome to Mochico Chicken.
We worked with several chefs that helped us develop the food that we now currently have in the restaurant, influenced by Hawaiian and Polynesian food. Several of them come from the islands, and they know that type of cuisine very well, and we incorporated it into our menu.
The food is fantastic. The coconut curry, the sauce is just, I don't know, it's one of the best curry sauces I've ever had.
The sauces that we have are house-made.
I could put this sauce on everything, I probably would.
What you see here isn't just a chicken restaurant itself. It's really a compilation of different flavors and different types of food coming from Asia, your Pacific Islands, Polynesia, Micronesia, Singapore, and so forth. So if you're hungry for some really good chicken, we have it. Mochico Chicken Restaurant is located at 2101 South Decatur Boulevard, 1 block north of Sahara.
I would even tap that, okay?
We tap that.
We can tap that? Yeah, we're gonna tap that. Tonight.
I definitely tap that. Somebody showed me how.
I have the Lulu app. 2 for 1, please.
Search for Leo offers in your app store. Tap the app and save money every time you use it. Don't see a retailer you like? Get paid to help Leo grow.
Hi, I'm Dulcie Crawford with Simply Vegas Real Estate. Born and raised here in the Las Vegas Valley and doing real estate since 1998. I formed the Dulcie Crawford Group, a team of professional realtors that focus on technology and reliable information so that we may provide our clients with an exceptional service experience.
She provided us with research to properly price our home and the strategy to sell it.
We recommend her for all your needs.
Being a native Las Vegan, I understand through personal experience the growth of the communities that make up the Clark County area. This is something that truly sets me apart from other realtors. Real estate for me is all about the satisfaction I bring to my clients when I can find them the perfect dream home or provide them with an exceptional offer.
I was impressed by their professionalism and the ease in which I could contact them. I'm a very busy woman. I text a lot, I email, and they were always responsive to these things within moments.
I love what I do. Let me assist you in your real estate needs. Visit me at dulciecrawford.com.
At Winchell's Donut House, we pride ourselves in using the old-fashioned techniques of hand mixing, hand rolling, hand frying, and hand glazing our beautiful assortment of donuts. Since 1948, Winchell's has been handcrafting donuts, croissants, muffins, bagels, fritters, and our delicious breakfast sandwiches. We also have an assortment of coffees, chillas, frappuccinos, juice, and milk. Come on down to Winchell's and try one of our delicious handcrafted donuts. We look forward to seeing you.
Hi, I'm Joanna Piette. I'm the broker-owner for New Home Resource. I've been a real estate agent since 1999, and I started my company the same year. I think what makes our business really special is that we are customer service driven to the 10th power. We all work as a team even though we're all individual agents. As you can see from all of our Zillow reviews that agent responsiveness is the #1 compliment we get from other agents and our clients.
Working with Joanna